First, make sure that you have OneDrive, and this computer you can see that we have it installed and we already have errors. Let's see if this error is going to show in the status. Let's first download the tool. I have it already in my favorites. So this is the address. It's also in the details of the video. So you get the latest, the release, and you only need the OneDriveLib.dll. But instead of saving on downloads folder, you're gonna go to a more central one. Let's create one called OG for OneDrive and tool. And let's save it there. Okay, so I'm gonna open PowerShell ISE, but you can use the regular PowerShell just to make it easier to autocomplete and create scripts. First time you open PowerShell ISE, you don't have any script, so you create a new script, and you're gonna see the first problem that most people face when running for the first time. When you try to load the module that you just downloaded, you're gonna get this error saying that could not load the file. It's happening because this was downloaded from the internet, and when it's downloaded from the internet, it contains a flag saying that it's blocked. So you can unblock here. If you have just one computer, it's okay, but if you have several computers that want to install this, you better use something like a script. So you can unlock file, or actually unblock the file. Unblock file and folder and the DLL. So you do this, and if you come here, you don't see the unblock options anymore. But if I run it, still cannot load, because this is a session with the error already. So I have to close. In this case, I'm not gonna save. Then open ISE again, and now I can import my module. And this time it works. The only thing that I need to do is get OneDrive status. And as you can see, there's an error. Notice that I have two instances of OneDrive. One is related to my SharePoint and to my account, my business account, but it's in my sites. So in my sites and SharePoint, so it's showing as a personal, and the other one is my OneDrive personal. That's the OneDrive from Microsoft, the one you get when you subscribe to Office, or you can get an account for free as well. But you see there's an arrow, and then the other one is showing there's on demand or unknown. So if it's on demand or unknown, you have a problem, because this tool is not going to help you for this particular case. And we're going to talk about another tool in the same project that you can use for this particular problem. So you can also just get by type. For instance, let's say personal. In this case, it's going to show all, because they are all personal. Or I can go to a particular folder. By path, and can go to a particular path. See, it only returns the status in this case. There's another problem that some people are facing. Let's go to command prompt. And let's create some text file. Actually, let's create another folder. And let's create a text file. The output of the directory command, going to a file called OneDriveLib.dll. So if you see here, you have something that looks like a DLL. After creating this rogue DLL, I'm gonna close again ISE. And open. So I'm going to import this rogue DLL. And I get this arrow saying that you cannot have the manifest, but it's just that you have a bad image. And sometimes people download from the site and the antivirus will make changes and render the DLL useless. So in this case, the way you can verify if your current version is the same that you can find in the GitHub. One thing you can do is get the hash, the file hash of this particular DLL, which is the rogue DLL, and then you're gonna get this particular one, and you're gonna compare to the DLL that is available here. So what you can do in two ways. One is, as you can see here, this is direct link to the DLL. You can copy the link and you can make it the URL. Then you're gonna save this in a variable. It's called fileHash equals to this, and let's get the contents of this. So content equals to Invoke-WebRequest. Let's use to this URI, and it's a good idea to use UseBasicParsing because sometimes you don't have IE or Edge configured, and PowerShell will not be able to parse using the API. So from this content, I can get the hash file. But in this case, I'm going to have the input stream directly. And this is going to be content. Yeah, let me run this so I can use the autocomplete. So this is going to be the raw content stream. And if you run it here, you're going to see that they are different. But let's make some script. URL hash equals to this, and then make the comparison. Are they equal? And then you can compare the fileHash.Hash. Don't compare just the object because objects will always be different. And URL hash dot hash. Okay, so let's run the whole script again, and you see they are not equal. But if I go to the correct one, ODTool, and I run it again, they are equal because this is the real one. Another causal problem is running the script or any command as administrator, as you're gonna see here. So I'm gonna open another instance, run as administrator, and then I'm gonna import the module. DLL, and try to get the status. So running this, I'm gonna have this exception. So this is by design. Everything that I'm doing here cannot be run in administrative mode because of how OneDrive works. So that's all for this video. The other one, you're gonna talk about the tool if you don't have actually if you have one demand files, this is not gonna work, and we're gonna talk about this in the next video. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.